What is up, J Speed Racing? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a special one in store. We've actually added two cars to the channel, one sitting behind me and one sitting right there. These two cars have something in common. We both got them from Copart. This is my very first Copart experience, and I'm gonna do a quick review starting off the video and kind of let you know pros and cons that I've experienced going through the Copart process and kind of how it was for me, and then we'll get into the cars. So starting off, pro of Copart is they have so many options to choose from. So many cool cars, from really rare cars to really common cars. They have a lot of locations around the United States, so they have a lot to choose from, and they're pretty good at disclosing damages and little things on the cars on the website and kind of let you know what is up beforehand. Before I get into the cons, I want to show you the cars. This is a 2003 BMW 545i, 156,000 miles, clean title, 5-speed manual transmission. This car was marked as runs and drives. It did have a primary damage of mechanical, and I'll get into the story in that in another video. Bought these cars sight unseen. We replaced one of those headlight lenses, and this thing is actually really clean. Like I said, I have another video going out of what actually was wrong with that car. Let me show you the second one. A few weeks later, I found myself bidding on a 545i BMW 2005, and the cool thing about this car, it's a manual transmission. The bad things that I've experienced with Copart so far, I've bid on 2 or 3 cars, I've bought 2 of them. The first thing is the Copart fees. Copart has a lot of different fees they tag on, like a $100 documentation fee and a bunch of other random ones that they just kind of accrue as far as the process of buying through them. The fees is the biggest one. Second, if you find a cool car like this 545 and it is about 1,000 miles away, you're gonna be paying a lot for shipping. So shipping the car does cost a lot of money. It definitely adds to the cost of the car, so you might get a car at a really good deal, tag some shipping on top of it, and it might just be kind of an average deal. It's a roll of the dice to buy these cars that are sight unseen. All you know is kind of the miles and what they tell you. It's a huge gamble. You don't know if there's anything wrong underneath the cars or if there's some hidden damages within the motor because you've never actually heard the motor. It might say runs and drives, however, it could be knocking for all we know. So with that being said, it's definitely a huge gamble. I wouldn't buy one counting on it to be a perfect running and driving car. However, we're pretty much 2 for 2. Everything that we've seen on these cars so far, we haven't dived into the 545 too much yet. They seem to check out pretty nice. We're gonna get into the 545i first. Came with 2 keys. That's something that I kind of had to look out for, is make sure it has a key, because some of the Copart cars don't actually have keys, and that makes driving it a little bit harder. Like I said, the cool part about this car, it is a 5-speed. It's a 6 or 5?
6-speed.
Cool thing about the 545, it's a 6-speed manual. Hard to find, hard to come by in the 5 Series. So it is a 4.4 liter V8 in this thing. Interior is really clean. Show you the engine bay. She's pretty much bone stock, nothing really to see. They did have photos of the engine bay on the website, so we kind of knew what we were getting into. I'll show you the interior real quick. The interior looked really clean, which is kind of what made me attracted to it, because if everything's kept really nice and clean, hopefully everything was well maintained. 103,000 miles, so fairly low miles for what it is. It's a little bit newer than some of the other Beamers we've had. Back seats as well. Window shades. This car's a little bit older than the 5 Series, however, still pretty stinking clean for what it is. This car is marked as runs and drives as well. Needs a cleanup. We took the door panel off because the window actually fell down. But overall, another 5-speed manual transmission car. We love the manuals, of course, and buy them when we can. Looking under the hood, we didn't have an under the hood shot on the listing, so we popped this hood, and we were thankful to see that it was pretty much bone stock. We've seen a couple things have been replaced here and there, which is what you want to see whenever buying a salvage auction car. This car is actually clean title though, another bonus. If you're looking to buy a Copart project car, I'd probably recommend it. I went through Auto Bidmaster because I wasn't able to sign up through Copart directly. Auto Bidmaster does charge about 300 bucks, so it does. It costs a little bit of money. However, pro tips that I've learned after buying 2: buy one that says runs and drives. Hopefully get a clean title one. This one's a salvage, that one's a clean. Runs and drives, hopefully a clean title, and try to pick a location that's near to you. That way maybe you can go check it out, or shipping won't be as expensive. So those are kind of the few tips I took away. Will I buy more Copart cars? probably. That's gonna do it for the Copart review section of the video. Let me know what you think. We're gonna get into the car some more, maybe do some washing, cleaning, and driving.
That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never